Dreams of Music and Makeup, or welcome here if this is your first video. Hi, I'm Jacqueline. I'm glad to have you. Consider subscribing if you are new. I would love to have you for 2 beauty videos a week, and you can have a whole lot to do with what goes on in them as long as you leave your requests for me in that comment section. I do read everything, so leave your requests down there for me. I would love to get to know you a little bit. Say hi. And today I thought we would discuss some of my favorite drugstore brow products. This is a series that I started at the request of one of you, talking about my top 5 favorite choices of a different category of drugstore makeup. So far I have my top 5 drugstore highlighters and my top 5 blushes. I'm working on curating my top 5 favorites of my mascaras for you right now. I'm still testing a couple of things out to see what the final contender will be. And I thought we would discuss brow products in the meantime while I'm kind of fine-tuning that. I also will be doing my top 5 drugstore foundations for you in an upcoming video. I'm really excited for those. In the meantime, if you are not subscribed, make sure you do that. And if you haven't already, click that bell. That'll keep you updated anytime I post a new video. I hope you guys don't mind. I included 2 extras, so this is technically my top 7 brow products from the drugstore, and this is current, so if I test out new things, obviously I'll have to update you. Let's go ahead and get into it. If you are excited to see my top selections for top performing drugstore brow products, you're in the right place. Keep watching. If you are interested in the face and makeup that I have on, I do have an eye tutorial on this look that will be going up. I'm not sure which one of these videos will be going up first. And I also am testing out a new foundation that is on my face today. So if you are interested in seeing how that goes, be sure to click that bell so that you're notified when those videos go live. Or check out the card suggestions. There's a little eye in this corner over here. When you're done with this video, check that out. I'll have some suggested videos for you based on this one if you are interested in getting to know me a little bit more. You need a little binge watch for your evening or day or whatever. I'd love to have you. Brow products. I want to start off with powder. This is not my favorite method of brows, but this was the first method of brow application that I ever learned. This is the most forgiving. So if you are new to this whole brow game and you had no idea that you were missing something up until this point, up until this video, hello, I'm Jacqueline. I would love to teach you how to do your brows. I have a couple of videos on that if you search it on my channel. This is the NYX Cake Eyebrow Powder. This is a really nice set from the drugstore. This is just a couple bucks. It does come with a little brush as well, which I have thrown away. And then this little spoolie I did keep because that's helpful to have with any brow product, in my opinion, to kind of brush your brows out of the way if you need to apply color somewhere. You do get 2 shades in here and a wax. This is the color Blonde. There are, I believe, 6 shades available from NYX, and this is probably a $3 to $6 product from the drugstore. So very inexpensive, very affordable. I really enjoy these powders. They're very pigmented. I don't find that I need the wax necessarily to keep it in place. I'm more of a gel person than a wax. I don't really enjoy that. It's not heavy duty enough to keep my brows in place all day, so that's why my wax is untouched in this palette. This is a really great option if you are new to the brow game or you just prefer powder, or if you tend to notice that your pencil fades away throughout the day, consider topping it with a similar colored powder for some extra lasting power. Again, not my primary method of brow application, but for those of you out there who have very, very sparse brows, meaning very, very few natural hairs to work with, this is probably your favorite method because there's nothing for it to really clump and gunk up. And this is a brow colored gel. Some brands call this pomade, some call it wax. I want to mention the NYX Eyebrow Gel, which is really nice. This is a similar dupe to the Makeup Forever Aqua Brow. I love this stuff. I have had this in my collection for years, not this particular bottle, but I have had this before. And this is a wonderful product. It is a waterproof brow product. You'll want to apply this with a very small angled brush with little hair-like strokes for a more natural brow, or obviously filled in if that's your style. Go you. This is the shade Brunette. This one is a pretty neutral brown. They do only have 5 shades to my knowledge, so that is the downside of drugstore brow selections. They don't normally have as many colors as, say, an Anastasia might. I believe they have 11 or 13 15 shades, whereas the drugstore has like maybe 3 to 6, depending on who's making it. If you're not a fan of using a palette or the back of your hand to put a little bit of this on and work from, I totally get it. That's not everyone's cup of tea. It is an extra step. If you prefer a cream base for your brows but don't like that method, I would highly recommend this new e.l.f. Lock On Liner Cream. This is their liner and brow cream, so you can use this as an eyeliner if you would like to. I have not used it for that yet, though the consistency, it wouldn't surprise me if that was just super easy. This is a very thin consistency by comparison to some others. I will say I really enjoy this color. I picked up the shade Light Brown, which is a nice, pretty neutral brown shade. I wouldn't say it leans green, which is nice. That is why I opt for not taupe if there's an available color that looks a little bit more natural. Sometimes taupe colors from the drugstore have a tendency to skew kind of green. I found that very much so with the L'Oreal Blonde Skinny Brow Pencil, which is why I ended up decluttering it from my collection, as well as the fact that it was just too waxy, in my opinion. Anyway, so those are our kind of cream or pomade products, if you so choose. Those are some good ones. I believe this e.l.f. one is $4, which is really nice. I think the NYX one is $6 or $7. So either way, you're under $10 for that brow product, which is really nice. And with both of these, the nice thing is you'll want to work quickly with them as far as what direction your brows are brushed in, because once these set, they do work as a gel as well. So these will lock your hairs in place as well as giving you that color. So it's nice in that it's a one and done kind of thing. Moving into pencils, these are my method of choice most days. For me, it's just really quick and easy. I do have a significant amount of brow hair, but I just like to fill in the sparse areas, make them a little bit bolder than they are naturally. For that, my first love would be this NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I have both shades Taupe and Ash Brown as I'm starting to get a little bit darker with my hair. Taupe is a little bit light for me at the moment, though it's still really nice. I have gone through a full one of these brow pencils and have repurchased it. That is how much I enjoy it. I do believe this is comparable to the Anastasia Beverly Hills, while it is slightly less waxy in consistency. So I would say your color payoff is just slightly quicker with this as opposed to the Anastasia. With that being said, I believe it's the closest you can get at the drugstore in my personal opinion. They do have, I want to say 5 or 6 shades of this brow pencil in particular, which I do enjoy. The blonde does run a bit red, which is why I ended up with the taupe shade in my lighter colors. I recently discovered the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. I did pick up this one in the shade taupe. I believe this only comes in 3 shades, and if I remember correctly, they are all currently sold out online. This pencil is clearly doing some things to some people across the country. This is a really, really great brow pencil. I would say it's very pigmented, even more so than the NYX one. It is a beautiful $5 brow pencil. It's very comparable to any high-end skinny brow pencils. You do get a spoolie. Same with the NYX one. This cap is clear as opposed to the NYX, so you can actually see what side you're working with. I do enjoy that, though this will get dirty the more product you're combing through. I really like this. I'm sad it only comes in 2 other shades. Hopefully they will expand that, though I will say when you work with neutral tones, it's not necessary to have so many different colors, except for like redheads and unusual colors, things like that. So I did notice that they went very, very neutral with the bases of the brow colors that they did choose to put out for this e.l.f. one. So hopefully you can find a decent match in the meantime. For brow gels or brow setting, I want to talk about 2 different things because my first choice, as you may know if you've been around here for a little while, is the Essence Make Me Brow. This is a perfect dupe for the Benefit Gimme Brow. It's even in the identical component even. So this is a lovely brow product. Again, only comes in 3 shades, which is unfortunate, but with as small a brand as Essence is, I get it. They are originally from Germany, I want to say. I wear the shade 3, which is soft brownie brows. There is one darker shade and then one that is lighter than this as well. Even though it is number 3, it is the middle of the depth as far as the shades go. This I really enjoy. It not only adds some volume, but it does add a lot of hold as well. If you do not like crispy brows, you probably are not going to like this one. I need that kind of hold to get through my day and have my brows look the same, so that is why this is a part of this collection. At $3, it's hard to go wrong, and I really enjoy this. The difficult thing with Essence is that, at least here in the States, I'm only aware of Ulta as being one of the retailers of this brand. If that's the case, and you don't have an Ulta near you, and you would like to try something similar, I've found recently that this Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer is quite comparable. The hold level is not quite the same in intensity as the Essence Make Me Brow. This applicator is far different. It's just a single-sided paddle with bristles on it, and then the other side is flat. So you can apply direct color from the flat side and then kind of comb through with the brush side. This I do enjoy. It is not as crispy, I guess, is the most accurate word I can think of at the moment, as the Essence one. However, it is nice if you're just adding some more dimension. I really enjoy using this slightly darker pencil and then using, like this I have in the shade Blonde, to kind of add some highlights, almost some dimension back into my brows, because your hair is not one color, neither are your brows. So to me, it makes them look a little bit more lifelike. Unfortunately, I, at the moment, do not have a clear brow gel of choice from the drugstore, but I'm working on selecting one for you, so stay tuned. I will update that as soon as I can. Do you have any favorite drugstore brow products in common with me? I would love to know. Or if you have one that is amazing that you did not see on this list, please tell me about it in our comment section down below. I would love to discover a new, amazing, affordable brow product. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button before you go and consider subscribing. I'd love to have you back here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful day or evening wherever you are. I hope you keep dreaming, and I'll see you in my next video.